Alright everybody, Sylvia here, and I am in Wallace, Idaho. I just got set up with my trailer and my truck, and Myrtle is out. We're going to go for a ride, and I'm at a campground that's part of the City Limits Brew Pub, which a lot of people who have been to Tater Tots, which is usually held in June, but of course, like so many things, because of COVID, it was canceled. And yeah, so the brew pub is just here, and there's maybe 50 sites, and I'm going to be here for a few days to ride the trails. I've really missed being able to ride these trails, and I just decided I'm going to go on my own. And I'm going to take a ride down to Walmart in Kellogg. And while I'm riding, I thought I would explain about this trip I'm on, since I started again with my truck, trailer, and trike, and how long I'll be here, and then where I'm going in the future. So all right, let's go for a trike ride. Come on, Myrtle, let's go. All right, yeah, so I'm in Wallace, Idaho for a few days, and it's a really sweet historic town. I'm going to do a quick spin through town, and then I'm going to get on the trail to Kellogg. So a lot of really good restaurants here. Just a fun town to explore, walk around in. Very picturesque. But yeah, here we are at the center of the universe. On both sides of the street. And of course, no trip to Wallace is complete without a stop at the red light garage, spaceship and parking lot. It's been here for years and years, and this place is really great for huckleberry shakes. And then there's this wonderful old Texaco station. Has bikes with neon lights, an old bus, and there's a rocket on the other side. Let me take a quick spin by the rocket because it's pretty cool. Comes from Spokane. Wow, it opened in 1889. It was demolished in 1968. But here's the old rocket ride. Hey there. All right. Finding my way to the trail through a construction zone. There we go. On the trail of Coeur d'Alene. All right, so I am riding on the trail of Coeur d'Alene. I needed to do some grocery shopping, and even though there is a grocery store in Wallace I could have walked to, I decided to ride to Walmart, which is on the other side of Kellogg, and I don't know how far, but I'm sure it's at least 10 miles, and that just seemed like a nice ride. And in this direction, it's downhill, so I'm really able to get some speed. There's nobody out here. I have a mask with me, but I doubt I'm going to need it. I'll definitely need it when I get to Walmart, but I don't think I'm going to need it for riding like I did when I was in Missoula. I really felt like it was so crowded, I really needed a mask. But while I'm riding, on my way to Walmart, thought I'd give an update, let you guys know where I've been on this trip, what I'm going to do here in Wallace, and then I've got some plans for the future. And so I started this trip back on the road with my truck, trailer, and trike. On August 1st, I left Crescent City, and that first day I went to Portland. Spent about 10 days in Portland, visiting with friends, riding trikes, and taking care of some things that I needed to do. And then I started the trip for real, and I headed east through Oregon, and I met up with some friends. And these are friends that I have known for many years. We met studying Spanish in Guanajuato, Mexico. We lived in the same house, and we have remained in touch. We've remained friends, and we have visited each other in many places. I've seen them in Palm Springs, in Tucson, in Portland, and now I saw them at their house just outside of Boise. Really fun. Met a lot of other people, other family, and then we did an overnight trip to a sweet little lake town called McCall. And I had my trike, and they rented electric bikes. I think it was their first time trying out electric bikes. I think they really enjoyed it, and it's just a really sweet area, and it was really fun to ride around. And I just continued on. So from McCall, I was on Highway 12, stayed in Lowell on the Clearwater River, and made my way into Missoula, where I know a surprising number of people. And so I spent a number of days there, camped at a KOA, and it was really fun to see all my old friends. Another friend that I know from studying Spanish in Mexico, and then a friend that I went to college with in Vermont, 100 years ago. And then another woman that I know from bike tour. We have met up in all kinds of surprising places. And she's one of these people that goes solo. She's probably 80. She's still touring. Ethel is really a force. And it was just really fun to see her again. And then this morning, got packed up, got the trailer hitched up, and I made my way to Wallace, which is not very far from Missoula. I think it was like a 2-hour drive. And so I'm going to be here for a few days, exploring the trails. Trail of Coeur d'Alene, which there's just some beautiful, beautiful towns on this trail. I'm going to go out to Harrison, do the ride out to Plummer. And then there's another very special trail of the Hiawatha that I'm going to do tomorrow. I've only done that trail once before. God, there's like all kinds of bugs flying around. And really looking forward to that. And so I'm just going to take a few days and enjoy this trail. This is a trail that, so many of us come every year in June and enjoy this event, Tater Tot. And hopefully next year, all of these events will be back on the schedule, and, we'll be able to ride our trikes together again. But right now, I am headed to Walmart. So here's the fair bridge that all the tater totters stay at, all the tater tot trikers. Right on the trail. Oh, so sad we couldn't do it this year, but hopefully next year. Made it to my destination, Walmart. I'm gonna pick up a few groceries and then head on back. All right, so I went to Walmart, picked up a couple things. Really just wanted some sausage for breakfast in the morning, and I typically have a salad for dinner and I add something to it, and today it's going to be a lamb chop. And while I was in the parking lot, I switched out the battery for my electric assist. I have 2 batteries, although there's only one connected to the motor, so I actually have to stop and physically switch out the battery. And I was thinking about having 2 batteries. There are a couple of benefits. The reason why I got 2 is I wanted the weight distribution to be more even. And so I have 1 battery on each side, and the weight distribution is even, and for me it feels a lot safer. And then another benefit is I can run the battery down before switching it out. If I had just 1 battery, I would need to charge it more often to make sure I have enough charge for the next ride and to be ready if I want to go on a longer ride. But I think with 2 batteries, you can run the batteries down more and you don't need to charge it as much. These batteries only have so many charges in them, or at least that's what they're advertised. Something like 1,000 charges per battery. And with 2 batteries, I don't have to charge as often, and so I'm going to get more charges. But I think it's worth it just for the weight distribution and riding safer. So that's what I did. I switched them out, and I'm on my way back to Wallace. I think this ride is going to be about 16 miles when I'm done. I think it's 6 miles from Kellogg to Wallace, and then maybe another couple of miles from Kellogg to Walmart. So, but anyway, it feels good to be out here. Always feels good to be riding, and it's a lovely trail. All right, so I'm making it back to the campground, RV park, and I just realized that I gained an hour today. I'm like, gosh, I've been doing so much and I'm really hungry and like, what is going on? I realized that I'm in Pacific time, and this morning I was in Mountain Time, or whatever time Montana's in, and so it's actually an hour earlier. Oh, so funny. But anyway, I've had a really nice ride. Feels really good to be here. That last bit, it's uphill, and gosh, you can really feel it even though it's a rail trail and only 2% grade. But back, City Limits Brew Pub. Back at the trailer. So, all right, everybody. I hope everybody stays safe and healthy. You can get out and ride your trikes. And as always, thank you for watching.